Welcome to the first Thirds video review. Here with me, coach of the Thirds, Rick Perry. Anyway, this week we travelled out to Hoppers Crossing, which was a bit of a challenge in itself. For a late game, we started at 3:15 and played on synthetic in windy conditions. The ground was fantastic order, obviously being synthetic, and we went about winning a game 5-3. We started off a bit sluggishly, I think more so because it was a late start to the game and also a long drive out there. And we also had an extended warm-up due to the extra 15 minutes that we had to hang around waiting for them to get ready. Our first goal was scored by Scott, which was from a delightful through ball from Vossi, for him to finally score, because he hit the post numerous times with numerous other attacks. And also Evan hit the post a couple of times as well as Woody. So we were penetrating well going forward, and our new formation was working well. Vossi on the right was doing really well, and in the middle of the park, Tommy Edwards was controlling the ball. We finally, as soon as we scored our first one, which was probably the 35th minute, we scored another two in quick succession, with Woody putting one away, as well as Evan, who came down from the twos, but obviously his short-lived career in the threes, because he'll probably be put back up after a great game. Noodles and Hugh controlled the back for the first half, clearing a couple of balls off the line and helping Labs out down there. Hugh actually also got a ripper carpet burn for his efforts of a great challenge that he put in, putting his body on the line. The evergreen Bernie on the right was fantastic, controlling everything and just closing the door for any penetration that they made through that passage down that channel. Jerva and Cheney combined well on the left, and they provided great balls up front for Woody and Scott Brown. We started the second half, much like we ended the third. We just kept going and going and going. Evan ended up putting in a delightful ball onto one of the Hoppers Crossing players' heads, which ended up in the back of our net, which was a good cross because it was actually trying to put the ball in for Scott. He will try to work really well up front with the openness of the three blokes up there, and they were combining fairly well. Sometimes that last ball just came a little bit too late. Wolfie was on and controlling the midfield with some great tackles and had a couple of shots from distance for his efforts. Michael Ryan came on and played in the centre of the fence, up in the midfield, and also ended up finishing the game on the right-hand side of the fence and played really well, controlling all the headers. But the one that controlled most of the headers was Tommy Edwards, who's probably the shortest bloke we had on the park, but just had complete control over putting his body on the line for the team, which is great to see. He's the future of the club. And then we went down the other end, and they put in a delightful ball, which had all of our back four stunned, because it had to be a quality ball to get through on the day, and they ended up scoring their first. We made a couple of extra changes, putting a couple of cues in the rack, giving Woody a bit of a rest, taking off Brownie, just give him a bit of a rest, and then Vossi copped a bit of a knock, so he needed to take a bit of a rest as well. We went back on, and Nick finished off the day with our fifth goal with a delightful ball that he received, a through ball that he danced around the keeper, and then slotted in our fifth. Then they scored two in the final couple of minutes, just from lapse errors, both in the midfield and also manning up from a set piece, which we can fix coming into this week's game. Now, more onto this week's game, we're playing Moreland United, which is another challenger in about the same vein of ourselves. We're on about level pegging, so we're both chasing Kyneton and Heidelberg. So very, very important to get together and just stick to our formation and keep the combinations coming, keeping the ball on the park, because that's what it's there for, the ground. And it will be delightful because we're playing, all three teams are playing at home this week at the soon-to-be-named Chris Ketsakitas Stadium of Light. So hopefully you get down your girlfriends, your parents, all your fans, get them down for a good day of football down at our home ground for the old Zavs, the Chris Ketsakitas Stadium of Light, and look forward to seeing you guys down there to earn the first 3 points of the day. Thank you.